Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
What appears a group of thieves didn't quite think things through when it came to stealing an ATM.
They managed to drag it away from the drive-thru of a bank overnight near Jones-Maltzberger Road and Thousand Oaks, but not far from there is where their whole plan fell apart.
Katrina Weber shows us how San Antonio police not only tracked down the stolen machine, but they also took someone into custody.
The damage left behind shows it was a violent struggle. An ATM ripped from its post outside this Northside Chase Bank. San Antonio police found out about it in a call shortly before 4 a.m., then rushed to the bank at Jones-Maltzberger and Thousand Oaks. Within minutes, though, they found practically all the evidence they needed. Less than a quarter mile away, outside a 99-cents and more store, officers found a pickup with a heavy chain still attached. And on the end of that, they found their pot of gold, or really the money machine, banged up but intact.
It seems even in the dark, police had no trouble finding the ATM. All they had to do was follow this path, or more accurately, drag marks from the bank to this parking lot.
Police believe the thieves were driving down the street, pulling the machine behind them, but they say the crooks never opened it. At some point, they took off in a different vehicle. With help from witnesses, officers tracked it down and took the driver in as the person of interest in this case. They're still looking for others. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Also new today, a scary scene for one woman after her vehicle rolled off of the highway overnight. So take a look. This all happened around 1:15 this morning. This is Southwest Loop 410 near 151. Crews say they had to cut the roof and the doors off of the vehicle to get the woman out. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. At this time, still unclear why this happened.
As the city continues to grow, the city council is looking at what it needs to do to make sure that everyone gets fair representation. The city hosting a series of meetings to discuss redistricting for all of the council districts. The next meeting is tonight. It's at the IGO Library on Kyle Seal Parkway at 6 p.m. There's going to be several more meetings, though, throughout the month and next month as well before that proposed map goes to city council this summer. We want to bring you the latest on the war in Ukraine amid mounting reports of cruel actions committed by Russian troops. A chorus of nations now calling for war crime tribunals, and they include President Biden.
So Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky describing the killings as quote unquote concentrated evil. ABC's Alex Perche has the latest from Washington.
Today, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky looking at destruction in his country firsthand. In Bucha, a liberated city northwest of Kyiv. The mayor there saying hundreds are now buried in mass graves. ABC's James Longman was there.
The authorities have brought us to what looks like the grave, the hastily dug grave of what they say is the family of the local mayor here. They didn't agree to cooperate with the Russians, they say, so they were executed. I'm looking now, I'm not going to turn the camera around, but I am looking now at the bodies of 4 people partially submerged in the sand. It's atrocities like these that Ukraine really wants the world to take notice of now.
Russia's defense ministry accuses Ukraine's government and Western media of staging the images of the bodies in civilian clothes lying in the streets. But the horrific discoveries are now prompting worldwide condemnation, what Ukraine is calling war crimes. President Biden saying this today.
And we have to gather all the detail so this can be have a war crime trial. This guy is brutal, and what's happening in Bucha is outrageous, and everyone's seen it. No, I think it is a war crime.
The State Department saying it will continue to ramp up the pressure on Putin, but there are questions as to what steps President Biden will take to respond. The White House saying over the weekend Russia's invasion is far from over, despite claims by Moscow that Russia is withdrawing from Kyiv and surrounding areas. In the key southern port of Odessa, where Ukraine's Navy is stationed, thick gray smoke filling the sky. Russian missile strikes hit oil processing plants and fuel depots in the city. And then this drone video showing the destruction in Mariupol. ABC News learning that an aid convoy that's been trying to make its way to the besieged city since Friday still hasn't made it. Alex Perche, ABC News, Washington.
Well, back here at home, Report and Repair. The city of San Antonio continues to urge residents to give them a call when they see a pothole on the roads. The city's pothole patrol repairs hundreds of potholes each and every day, but the Public Works Department believes there are many more out there not being reported. Traffic Authority Stephen Cavazos explains why the city is asking for more community involvement.
They're a 3 by 3 feet problem, and they can grow to be something bigger. We are talking about potholes. Now, this one being repaired off the 100 block of Hess Street near San Pedro Avenue. And the city of San Antonio's Public Works Department wants you to know you can be part of the solution.
The blitz is on.
The 6th annual Pothole Blitz kicked off this morning at the Public Theater of San Antonio over by Ashby Place. 16 pothole patrol crews expand their presence on the streets of San Antonio and work longer hours in an effort to locate and repair potholes. Last October, pothole repairs were down from the previous year. Paul Berry with Public Works told us that was due to the pandemic and winter freeze. Berry says residents play a big role in helping locate these pesky problems.
I get it. Potholes are a menace. But rather than complain about it, if we can get residents to call 311, report that pothole, we guarantee that we will have it repaired within 2 business days.
Potholes are formed following extremely hot weather and rain, which causes the expansion and contraction of asphalt. Berry says if a pothole is not repaired, it will continue to deteriorate and cause problems on the street and issues for drivers. Now, the Public Works Department hopes to repair over 8,000 potholes, but they are hoping to exceed that goal. To find out how you can get involved, make sure to head over to our website at KSAT.com. Reporting Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News.
And there it is, the Party with a Purpose continuing this week. And we start with the annual tradition of the hanging of the rain rock by organizers of NIOSA. For those of you new to the idea, the tradition was started in the 1970s as a good luck symbol for great weather during the 4-night festival.
All right, so NIOSA kicks off tomorrow night. It goes through Friday. The event has generated an average profit of, get this, more than $1.6 million every year to fund the Conservation Society of San Antonio's preservation of historic properties, as well as education and advocacy groups.
And tonight, the Texas Cavaliers River Parade.
All right, so one of my favorite parades, and that is because the Texas Cavaliers, they do so much for the community like we talk about. Fiesta is a party with a purpose, and this year specifically, they have raised millions of dollars across San Antonio, helping so many philanthropies.
And this is a really good event. All around the nation, people envy this parade because it is so colorful, unique. And it actually has only been going on since the 1940s. David Sears, Myra Arthur, Adam Caskey, they're all going to be down there at the parade. And you can watch the whole thing. If you don't have tickets or you don't want to go downtown, you can watch the whole thing right here on KSAT 12 from 7 to 9 and on all of our digital platforms.
But there is a big question lingering. What is the weather going to look like? So, Justin Horn, is the rain rock working so far?
Well, that is a good question, and I think that there is a possibility for some showers tonight, maybe a storm. But here's the good news. In general, I think we're going to be just fine. I think that the parade should be just fine. Hopefully, any isolated storms we see, stay away from the parade, and then we will have some chances for rain tonight. Let's look at the forecast. We are going to put in a 30% chance of a stray shower or storm. 80 degrees at 7 p.m., 77 at 8 p.m., and 75 by 9 p.m. Should be really nice. Mostly cloudy skies. A little bit of a breeze, too, out of the south and east. Radar right now is showing a couple of light showers working their way south to north across some of our eastern counties. Not necessarily here in San Antonio, although a sprinkle or two is possible here over the next couple of hours. We are starting to see some breaks in the clouds, too. So the sun's trying to pop out. That will contribute to a little bit of instability this afternoon. It's just that we don't have a lot of lift here locally to get showers and storms going. There's an outside chance that any storm that develops could be strong to severe, especially out west later tonight. That's something we'll be watching. In the meantime, here's kind of the headlines. Humid, lots of clouds today, maybe a shower, chance for some showers and a storm tonight. And then tomorrow we clear out and we get some record-setting heat. Who's ready for some 90s? We'll talk about that and some good weather, too, by the end of the week.
You really want an answer for that?
No.
Okay, because I think you know what it is. We do want the rain, though. Okay, so because we're going to be airing the River Parade tonight, there's going to be some programming changes. American Idol will air overnight tonight at 2 a.m., and The Good Doctor will air overnight Friday into Saturday at 2:03 a.m.
All right, so there are so many events still to come for Fiesta. Don't forget, you can find all the information, anything you need to know about Fiesta, including the history, right now. Just head to KSAT.com. And cool little tidbit right now, if you pull out the camera on your phone, you scan this QR code, it'll take you right there. All right, we got a lot more to come on the news at noon. Go Spurs, go fighting to stay in the play-in spot. A big win last night helped secure it. We're going to tell you what happened and what comes next.
And coming up next, the latest statistics on COVID-19 booster shots and where you can get yours. Many people have yet to get their COVID-19 booster shot. The study finds that booster shots are not only effective at reducing infections, but also reducing hospitalizations from the virus. ABC's Edwin shares the latest stats with us.
Researchers from the University of Minnesota found boosters provide greater protection from COVID-19 than just a 2-dose regimen. They analyzed statewide data from 11 of the largest health systems in Minnesota, which included about 4.5 million patients. The final numbers were staggering in favor of booster vaccines. In preventing infections, vaccine effectiveness was 88% for Pfizer and 91% for Moderna for people who had received their booster. For those who only received their first 2 shots 26 weeks earlier, vaccine effectiveness was 45% Pfizer and 65% Moderna, significantly lower. And when it comes to preventing hospitalizations, vaccine effectiveness was 88% for Pfizer and 86% for Moderna for people who had received their booster. For those who only received their first 2 shots, vaccine effectiveness was 67% Pfizer, 73% Moderna. Researchers say boosters were even more beneficial for the elderly and those with coexisting health problems. With this Medical Minute, I'm Emwin, ABC News.
And speaking of COVID, tomorrow Metro Health will be hosting a pop-up clinic with COVID booster shots and flu shots available. It will be at University Park Baptist Church in the Fellowship Hall starting at 9 a.m. going to 2 p.m. All 3 vaccines will be available for eligible adults and eligible children.
Looking outside with live cam, kind of one of those days where we're on the edge of our seats, especially if you have tickets to the River Parade.
And we're keeping our fingers crossed everything goes as scheduled. Maybe we could get some rain after the River Parade. There's always a chance, although any shot at rain today is going to be low end. Right now we're predicting about a 30% shot. The aquifer, well, it shows that we need some rain. It's down nearly a foot to 650.9. We're getting awful close to stage 2. And looking at the pollen count, Oak is in the high category, 1,310. Everything's turning yellow. It's that time of season. Oak's going to be high throughout the rest of the month. We're going to talk about rain chances, some big time heat tomorrow, and some great weather to finish out the week. That's coming up.
This day in Fiesta history is powered by the Silverado and your local San Antonio area Chevy dealers.
In 2002, a delicious new San Antonio tradition was born. And today, a taste of the North Side brings more than 50 great local restaurants together for a night of foodie fun. Enjoy flavorful samplings, amazing beer and wine, and multiple stages with live music. It all benefits a great cause, the Brighton Center, a local nonprofit group serving children with disabilities and their families. If you are ready to party with a purpose, check out A Taste of the North Side at the Dominion Country Club Thursday, April 7th. Tickets include unlimited food, 4-drink tickets, parking, and shuttle service. Bon appetit.
Always a fun event, but there's so many to choose from this week. So
I was going to say, I'm like hungry just seeing Taste of the North Side on there. And we were just talking about Taste of New Orleans.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a must go.
So much good food. You really do have to prepare yourself. I mean, you do.
Yeah, you got to get ready like that hot dog eating contest, stretch your belly out.
Yeah.
I think the big question is tonight, Justin, are people going to have to prepare for the rain?
Look, there is a chance, and I know it sounds like we're wishy-washy. We're not. I mean, there is a chance for rain. That's what I can tell you. It's a 30% chance. Most likely we stay dry, but there is, that possibility that something pops up. And if it does, there's also the possibility it becomes strong. So that's why we're just keeping a close eye on things. Otherwise, go enjoy the River Parade. It's going to be mostly cloudy and humid otherwise, and that'll work out just fine. I want to show you the time lapse here, and you can see that the clouds have been around for most of today. We had cloudy skies to start, And then as you get towards the end of the laps there, just over the last hour or so, we've seen a few peaks of sun here and there. Still reporting cloudy skies at the airport, though, 76. Dew point is at 66, and we've got southeasterly winds at about 13 miles per hour. There's all the cloud cover. Pretty expansive, but you notice there are some breaks down there to the south of San Antonio. And there's been 1 or 2 breaks even here around town. Now, there could be a few sprinkles mixed in here, too, some drizzle. And we've seen a few showers on the radar starting to develop just to the east and southeast of San Antonio. Temperatures 73 Helotes, 70 Bernie Stage, 79 Stinson, 77 at Randolph. And dew points are in the 60s. It is muggy, it is sticky out there, and that humidity really came in overnight. Here is the setup. We've got a frontal boundary to our north. It's along this front where we think storms will blossom a little bit later this afternoon across North Texas. And then we've got a dry line out west. This will work its way east. It's these 2 features that will help to perhaps kick up a storm or 2. The dry line usually doesn't do a great job at that, but it is going to be around today. And as we go into the future here around 6 o'clock or so, you can see both of those features move just a little bit closer to us by this evening and tonight. So the severe weather risk, it's highest to our north and northeast. Numerous severe storms from Tyler, Texarkana, Dallas into parts of Louisiana and Mississippi today. But as you come south, there is still a chance of an isolated strong storm or 2, especially west of San Antonio tonight. And that's what we'll be watching for. Here's a futurecast, and it shows clouds try to scatter out a little bit this afternoon. Doesn't show much at 5 o'clock, but as we get towards 8 o'clock, maybe a couple storms developing out west. You see there just on the edge of your screen around Uvalde, a storm, and that could work close to San Antonio. That's not out of the realm of possibility. By midnight, seeing a little bit more development out west, and it shows some of that trying to work towards San Antonio by early tomorrow morning. I think anything that comes in our direction is probably going to be weakening at that point. And then by tomorrow morning, a lot of this is moving out of here. We clear out, and then we get some warm temperatures tomorrow. Actually, hot temperatures coming up on your Tuesday. Again, here's the forecast for the parade tonight. 80 degrees at 7 o'clock, 77 by 8 p.m., 75 at 9 p.m. We'll call it mostly cloudy with that 30% chance of rain. Then we get into tomorrow. Look at the high temperature, 94. The record is 93 set back in 1936, so we could beat that. It's going to be a hot day, but it's a dry heat. And we're going to see that really throughout the rest of the forecast there. You see temperatures are pretty close to average, but it will be really nice humidity-wise. That pretty much is out of the picture. Of course, that also brings into play a fire danger there on Wednesday when we get some gusty winds. 79 Thursday, 82 Friday. Look at the morning lows in the 40s. Battle of Flowers, Fiesta, Flambeau, King William, all looks great. Temperatures will be very, very comfortable. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and go Spurs go. No DeJounte Murray, no Jakob Pothole, and still the Spurs got a W. Both stars resting. Silver and black still managing to sweep the season series against the Blazers just last night. Let's take a look at the highlights. And it was everywhere. I will say it was a little slow start for the Spurs. The Blazers came out hot, and then the Spurs caught fire. Keldon Johnson doing everything he could. Look at that. Trey Jones, a rare 3, but a necessary one. And from there, Silver and black could not be stopped. They were up at halftime 56-48. And I got to say, in the second half, Josh Richardson, Trey Jones, Keldon Johnson, the squad, they took over. Look at that excitement. Zach Collins, first career double-double last night. Spurs win big, 113-92.
Very good second half. First half, focus just wasn't there. And I thought that the Trailblazers, they played hard, physical in the win for all 48 minutes. And luckily, we woke up at halftime and came out in the second half and did a good job defensively, board-wise.
We had to roll with the punches and adjust and keep going. And I feel like, it was a little shaky at first, but, we found our stride at the right time and, made it work.
They came out and they played well. They hit us in the mouth first and went into half with the lead. And, we had to respond in the second half. And luckily, we came out and we had a really good defensive half. And that was the difference.
So Keldon Johnson said it great, hitting stride at the right time, and that is true with the playoff standings as well. San Antonio now in the 10th seed, and they have a 2-game lead over the Los Angeles Lakers. So here's the thing. Spurs win, and you are in the play-in tournament to get into the playoffs. So, Ursula, we could have a postseason.
Finally.
Finally. And got to give a shout out to Manu Ginobili, first ballot Hall of Famer into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Whew, congratulations, Manu.
Yes, love him. All right, coming up on the news at noon, a recall on some GM vehicles, what the company says is wrong with some models.
And we're going to have the latest on that terrifying deadly shooting in Sacramento right after the break.
It's a notification we all dread. Storage full. Cutting down the memories on your phone can be a challenge. New today at 5, we're going to show you the most efficient way to declutter your phone's storage. It's right after Entertainment Tonight.
Police still searching for the suspects responsible for a mass shooting in Sacramento, California. That shooting leaving 6 people dead and a dozen injured.
ABC's Rita Roy has the latest.
An urgent manhunt underway for the shooters who killed 6 people and hurt another 12 in the heart of downtown Sacramento.
Yeah, we need probably about another 5-10 officers.
The suspects nowhere to be found after police say they opened fire just after 2 Sunday morning near a row of nightclubs.
We know that a large fight took place just prior to the shootings, and we have confirmed that there are multiple shooters.
First responders rushing to the scene that spanned 2 blocks, providing medical aid to the multiple victims. Police gathering evidence, including a stolen handgun left behind. Pamela Harris says her 38-year-old son Sergio was one of the 6 who were killed.
It's a hurtful feeling to know that you've seen your child that one day and then they're gone the next day.
The latest in a string of recent mass shootings.
The chief alluded to the unacceptable increase in gun violence. I want to remind all of you of a day not so long ago, pre-COVID, when the city went 2 years without a single homicide involving Sacramento's youth. 2 years. And now we are living in a different era.
I'm not going to be able to process anything. This has got to stop. This has been going on for too long. It's not just Sacramento, it's all over.
President Biden is urging Congress to act, demanding a ban on ghost guns, assault weapons, and high-capacity magazines. He also wants to require background checks for all gun sales. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Well, jury selection begins today in the deadliest high school shooting in American history. The first candidates will be screened for the 12-member panel that will decide if Nicholas Cruz is to be executed or get life in prison. Now, Cruz pleaded guilty in October to the murders of 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School back in Parkland, Florida in 2018. Court officials say at least 1,500 candidates could be screened over the next several weeks. To be selected, candidates must say that they can judge Cruz fairly and vote for the death penalty only if the evidence requires it. It could take 6 months to find out his sentence.
Democrats launching a whirlwind week of votes and procedural maneuvers. They're hoping to confirm Ketanji Brown Jackson as the first black woman on the Supreme Court by Friday. After more than 30 hours of hearings last month, the Senate Judiciary Committee kicked off the process this morning with a vote on whether to move Jackson's nomination to the Senate floor. The panel could deadlock on that vote, meaning Democrats will have to spend additional hours on the Senate floor to do a discharge from committee. The deadlock would be due to the Senate's narrow 50-50 majority.
Now to the latest in COVID news, surges in cases and asylum requests could soon hit the United States at the same time. That's because the CDC is set to lift a Trump administration order starting just next month. So this order has stopped a large number of migrant crossings at the southern border with Mexico, including those who are searching for asylum. Remember, this order went into place in March of 2020. The stated reason for it, COVID-19. The CDC says prevention and mitigation strategies and public health conditions are now better. Now, refugees are trying to enter a country where average daily COVID-19 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths have been going down across the United States. But experts say the highly contagious Omicron subvariant BA2 might be reversing those trends.
And speaking of the Omicron variant, a new study shows that this variant is far more infectious than Delta in young children, but has caused less severe illness. The authors studied the health records of 650,000 U.S. kids under the age of 5. That's the only age group that hasn't been authorized to receive COVID vaccinations. So in this study, the Omicron variant was 6 to 8 times more infectious in young children than the Delta variant of COVID-19. But fortunately, emergency room visits, hospitalizations, ICU admissions, and the use of ventilators were far less frequent with Omicron. Deaths in children were very rare, but researchers aren't sure what the long-term effects of Omicron infections will be.
And overseas in China, Shanghai officials, they will begin testing all 25 million people who live there starting today. And all of this comes as COVID cases continue to rise. So China reports over 13,000 new locally transmitted COVID cases just yesterday. More than 9,000 of them were in Shanghai. All of this according to the National Health Commission. Shanghai's vice premier telling people who live there they must adhere to China's zero COVID policy without any hesitations to try and eliminate this virus. Back here in Texas, police say one person was killed, 11 more injured during a shooting at an outdoor concert in Dallas over the weekend. Police say around midnight Sunday, officers responded to the location of a concert, and there they found a 26-year-old man shot and killed near the stage. Another 11 people at the concert were shot. They were taken to local Dallas hospitals, one person in critical condition, the others stable. So far, still no arrests have been made.
3 suspects facing capital murder charges in the death of a Harris County Sheriff's deputy will all be in court today. 51-year-old Darren Almendarez was an off-duty officer when he was shot fatally outside of a grocery store this past Thursday. He interrupted 3 men who were allegedly trying to steal his truck's catalytic converter. The deputy was shot multiple times but was able to return fire, wounding at least 2 of those suspects. The 3 suspects are 23, 19, and 17 years old. A procession was held for Deputy Almendarez this morning. Now to a recall alert for certain GM vehicles. All right, some Chevy Equinox and GMC Terrains are part of the big recall because they've got issues with windshield wipers. This is for the 2014 to 2015 models. The wipers' ball joints have apparently been wearing away, so they just fall off. It's a voluntary recall, and your dealer will fix it for free.
All right, let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 76 degrees out there right now. I can't see the sun out there.
No, but I guess we're going to be feeling the heat.
Yeah, it'll still be warm and humid today. That's for sure. Temperatures are already in the mid-70s. We'll probably make it into the 80s despite the cloud cover. It is bringing a few showers, though. As you look at the radar right now, we've got some showers trying to develop there between Cuero and Floresville. These are working north. Everything we're seeing right now is very, very light. We don't expect anything heavy over the next couple of hours. It'll be these kind of quick-moving light showers. And even here around San Antonio, we can see a few of those here around the lunch hour. So you may want to take your umbrella just in case if you're heading out for lunch right now. Temperatures 76 at the airport, 80 Pleasanton, 73 Kerrville, 71 right now in Austin, 79 down there in Cotulla, a little closer, 75 Rio Medina, 72 in Bulverde, and you're looking at 75 down there in Devine with cloudy skies for you. Here's a bigger picture of the state of Texas, and you can see a lot of cloud cover here that has developed over San Antonio. As you go north, you start to run into some thunderstorms, and this is an area where we're expecting some thunderstorms to develop here over the next couple of hours, some of which could be strong to severe. That's up around Dallas-Fort Worth, not here. But as we get later into this evening and tonight, we could see some development out west, and there's possibility of an isolated strong storm or two, something we'll be watching very closely for you. In the meantime, just a 30% chance of a shower, maybe a storm today. Temperatures make it to about 83 by 5 p.m., 81, 6 o'clock. And around the river parade time, temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s, a little bit of a breeze there, and still will carry a 30% chance of rain. Everything clears out tomorrow, and temperatures really warm up. We're talking 90s in the forecast. Another look at the 7-day coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Justin. Still ahead on the news at noon, highlights from music's biggest night, the 64th annual Grammy Awards.
And here in San Antonio, Valero Texas Open was back, and it was bigger than ever. We're going to have the highlights in just a bit.
And you may have noticed that eggs are not cheaper by the dozen anymore. Coming up after the break, the reason for the high prices. It's an old movie.
Welcome back. In your consumer headlines, Tesla hitting a new sales record, delivering 310,000 vehicles in the first quarter. And all this happened during supply chain issues. So according to a statement from the company, they showed a 68% increase in manufacturing compared to the same time last year. The global computer chip shortage has created issues for nearly all automakers. And speaking of Tesla, the CEO and founder, Elon Musk, well, now the SEC filing showing that Elon Musk has purchased a 9.2% holding in Twitter. So we could see changes in Twitter coming about.
You might notice the price of eggs is going up at grocery stores. That's because flocks of chickens across the country are apparently being hit with bird flu. Egg prices are up more than 50% since early February. 17 million birds have had to be put down in several states to try and slow the spread of this virus. This weekend's big new movie didn't get the best reviews, but it still had plenty of box office bites. CNN's David Daniel has early estimates for the top 5 films in theaters this weekend.
Jujutsu Kaisen 0 made the top 5 for a third straight weekend, taking in $2 million. Uncharted stayed at number 4, grossing $3.6 million for a domestic total of $139 million. The Batman is up to $349 million domestic after a third-place weekend worth $10.8 million.
Loretta Sage is missing.
I'm going to rescue her. After one weekend on top, The Lost City fell to second, earning $14.8 million for a 10-day domestic total of $55 million. Morbius easily topped the chart in its debut weekend. The comic book flick about the living vampire opened with $39.1 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
My son turned 21 over the weekend.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. And so he went to see more of us, and they went to the late night showing so that by midnight he could order a beer at the movie theater.
Oh, good strategy.
Yeah, that's
He didn't like the movie.
Didn't like the
I like the beer, though. Gotta like the beer.
There you have it. Okay, 76 degrees so far today. 66 was the low this morning. Not a big change between the low and high just because of the cloud cover. Averages are 78 and 56, so we'll be above average in both regards today. 93 and 33 are your records. Record not in jeopardy today, but it will be tomorrow. 90s on the map, and we've got some pretty good weather coming up for the end of the week. We'll take a look coming up.
Welcome back. So obviously Fiesta on and about last week into this week.
You know, we really lucked out over the weekend with all those outdoor events, the Oyster Bake and the King's Cup and Fiesta, and now we're heading into the River Parade, and that's another outdoor event.
Yeah, it's one of those fine lines, right, that we have to walk here because we do need some rain, but, you know, we want to hopefully avoid some of the rain around these events. And I'll tell you, we do have a chance for a shower or two today, and we're seeing some of that here on the radar. A few very, very light showers. I mean, there's not much to these, but we are picking up on some light showers. They're trying to come into extreme northeastern Karnes County. That's going to lift north towards Highway 87, and then maybe around Stockdale, a few very light showers around Lavernia, and then a little closer to San Antonio. Seeing some very light returns, maybe a little bit of drizzle here and there on some of these roadways. So there could be a couple of slick spots. Nothing that's going to be very heavy, though, if you're out and about traveling for the lunch hour. There you see the scene at the airport, 76 and cloudy. Dew point is at 66, so it's extremely humid with southeasterly winds at about 13 miles per hour. A lot of cloud cover. And we've seen a couple breaks, especially down to South San Antonio. We had some breaks earlier in the hill country, but seems like anytime we get a break, the clouds just fill right back in. So in general, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day. I think there could be some sun a little bit later this evening. Temperatures 75, Rio Medina 79, Castroville 71, Canyon Lake 77 in New Braunfels, and cloudy skies there, and dew points, as we talked about, closing in on 70. That is very, very muggy. That air is thick, and that sort of sets the stage for a chance for some showers and storms later today. Dew points will be at their highest today, by the way. They fall off coming up tomorrow, and by Thursday and Friday, we've got some very, very dry air back in place. Now, we are going to get some gusty winds on Wednesday, so that combined with the dry air brings back that fire threat that we don't want to see. Here's the big picture across Texas. And low clouds extend from San Antonio all the way up into North Texas, and starting to get some storms firing now. Places like DFW, where they are expecting some severe weather this afternoon thanks to a frontal boundary. We've also got a dry line that's going to try to shift east as we get later into today. But typically dry lines don't generate all that much when it comes to storms, so we're not too worried, but there is a possibility there. Again, the best chance for severe weather is going to be up across northeast Texas. You get a little closer to our area, and it's just an isolated risk. And I think that's more so probably this evening and tonight as we see some storms come out of Mexico. So here's the futurecast. Does show some isolated showers here and there. 5 o'clock, though, things fairly quiet. Then we watch for a few isolated storms out west. Some of those the models try to take east a little closer to San Antonio. We'll see, especially as we get into tonight, some of these could get a little bit closer, but probably weakening as they move east towards San Antonio. And this shows some rain maybe around 3 or 4 in the morning. But a lot of this shifts south by sunrise, and then the dry air starts to pour in. And tomorrow's going to be a sunny day. Forecast for the river parade, 80 degrees at 7 o'clock, 77 by 8 p.m., 75 at 9 p.m. And we will leave in a small chance for an isolated shower, maybe a storm. Temperature-wise, we're up around 83 degrees today, and then tomorrow morning we fall down into the 60s. And look at these numbers tomorrow. 94 here in San Antonio, some places pushing 100 to the south and west of town. Very toasty day. But it only lasts one day because we get a front through on Wednesday that brings windy conditions and cools us down. 79 Thursday, 82 Friday, 85 Saturday. That's going to be a beautiful stretch. Cool mornings, great afternoons, low humidity, and great weather for the parades Friday and Saturday. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. There was a 4-way tie at the top of the leaderboard heading into the final day of competition here at home at the Valero Texas Open at the JW Marriott TPC Resort Course just yesterday. So, as you can imagine, it was a little tense out there on the greens. Beau Hossler setting the pace early, putting his birdie in, sole possession of the lead on the par 5 8th hole. One shot ahead of the pack at 12 under, but J.J. Spaun rallying from a double bogey on the first hole, capped his front 9 with 3 bogeys in the last 4 holes, including an incredible chip shot from below the green on the par 4 9th hole. Spaun would build a 2-shot lead on the back 9, a pair of birdies on the 11th and 14th. There on the 18th, he sunk a par putt, securing the victory. He shot 3 under, 69 on the final round, winning his first PGA Tour championship. And this is one of the best parts. He's earned an automatic invite to the Masters next week.
I knew I was leading. I didn't want to look at a leaderboard till 18, and maybe I shouldn't have looked. That's why I hit such a terrible drive. But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really think about the results and what could happen if I finished this off. Like, I just tried to stay in the present and just hit the best quality shots I could. It's definitely career changing for sure, and I'm super excited for next week. But I want to enjoy this right now.
But while we're talking golf, happy Masters week. Spaun, like he said, career changing. He gets to take home a check for $1.5 million. And Valero is providing travel accommodations to Augusta, where the Masters are held, for him and his family. I love that graphic. All right, it is the culmination of the college basketball season tonight. North Carolina taking on Kansas, 8:20. It is the championship game.
In your entertainment news, it took longer than usual this year to reach music's biggest night. But after a COVID-related delay in a movie from L.A. to Vegas, or rather a move from L.A. to Vegas, this year's Grammy Awards finally took place last night, and CNN's David Daniel has highlights of that.
Welcome, everybody, to the 64th Annual Grammy Awards. We made it, people!
Trevor Noah returned as host for an often emotional Grammys, as traditional pop vocal album winner Lady Gaga serenaded her ailing musical partner Tony Bennett. The show honored behind-the-scenes workers and stage crews who helped get artists back on the road after the lockdown.
Because after 2 years of canceled shows and postponed tours, nobody deserves the spotlight more than the people who actually put up that spotlight.
And John Legend performed with Ukrainian artists after a fervent appeal from Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky.
On our land, we are fighting Russia, which brings horrible silence with its bombs, the dead silence. Feel the silence with your music. Feel it today to tell our story.
Chris Stapleton was among the performers who answered that call. He took home trophies for Best Country Album, Song, and Solo Performance.
And I know we weren't perfect.
Olivia Rodrigo is a 19-year-old triple Grammy winner, collecting Best Pop Solo Performance, Best Pop Vocal Album, and Best New Artist. Silk Sonic went 4 for 4, including Record and Song of the Year for Leave the Door Open.
We call that a clean sweep. That's 4 for 4.
But the night's biggest winner was Jon Batiste, who won 5 Grammys, including the night's final prize, Album of the Year, and marveled at the power of music.
It's like a song or an album is made and it almost has a radar to find the person when they need it the most.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, Viva Fiesta, everyone. Oh, it's a Fiesta Monday.
It is, and of course, this means it is time for the Texas Cavaliers River Parade, powered by Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel. SA Live after party around 9 o'clock when the parade wraps up. We're going to preview it all.
And we're going to tell you where you can find the casino and hotel at their booth at Fiesta and how you can win cash or a car in Eagle Pass.
All right, Fiesta, you got to get your place all decorated out, and Jen has all the great ideas from Amels.
And chicken on a stick and Fiesta food all year long. That's right. We chow down with Benji's Munch.
And then add a little Twang. Twang, the official beer salt of Fiesta. We're making some really good Fiesta cocktails.
All right. And DIY Fiesta medals with Stephanie Pena Frost.
Metro Health, National Public Health Week, all week long. Everything you need to know about their event at Mission Marquee Plaza.
And, you know, it's so nice. You know, we just have to air it twice. Our sweet Fiesta medal on a cupcake cake with Sugar Mama's tasty treats.
The best cupcakes you ever had. That and more coming up on SA Live.
Fiesta is in full swing, and since it's been a couple of years since we partied like it was a normal Fiesta pre-pandemic, we reached out to experts to get some tips on how to have fun at Fiesta with the kids joining you.
All right, so you can see what some parents suggest right now. Just head to KSAT.com. You can find the story on the homepage.
All right, 76 degrees, still pretty cloudy out there. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day. 30% chance of rain this evening and tonight. And then clearing out tomorrow. We get some really warm temperatures on your Tuesday, 94. Cold front comes through Wednesday. That brings windy conditions, and that means high fire danger. But after that, just gorgeous weather. 79 Thursday, 82 Friday, 85 Saturday. Morning lows in the 40s and 50s. Whew, that sounds nice.
Justin Horn, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. That is it for us here on the News at Noon.
We're going to head over now to SA Live, getting us ready for Fiesta right now.
We're getting ready for the Texas Cavaliers River Parade tonight. A sneak peek at what's to come for the SA Live after party.
Plus, the official beer salt of Fiesta. We're shaking things up with your festive cocktails to pair with your chicken on a stick.
And speaking of chicken on a stick, over-the-top Fiesta food creations that you can find all year long, and it's all today on SA Live.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Happy Fiesta Monday. I'm Fiona Gorostiza.
And I'm Mike Osterhage. And as we mentioned, the Texas Cavaliers River Parade is just a few hours away. And of course, KSAT 12 is going to be broadcasting the parade live at 7 p.m. And we expect to start our SA Live River Parade after party just about 9 o'clock when the parade wraps up.
Now, Mike tried his hand at, aye, aye, Captain, on one of the river barges. And, you really don't want to miss this brush with death, at least for those of us who are on the boat, too.
It was like laying a baby down to sleep. Don't let her fool you. Of course, all the Fiesta fun continues today with several events around town, and you can learn more about them at ksat.com/Fiesta.
Well, right now we're getting into Fiesta refreshments with the official beer salt of Fiesta, Twang. Take a look. If you are enjoying an adult beverage, then you might be drinking this local beer salt.
Yes, indeed. Helping us to add beer salt to some easy-to-make Fiesta cocktails, Edmundo Macias, Director of Marketing for Twang. And we kind of scored and gave a little hint of it.
Yeah.
But first of all, good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
The big news, I'll hold the T-shirt up and then give me a cue and I'll turn it around here. Ready? You are?
We are, for the first time ever, the official beer salt of Fiesta.
Well, we've supported Fiesta for as long as we've been around, which is 36 years. Again, local company. It's the first time we have the title of official beer salt sponsor of Fiesta. Very proud. We're doing this along with our beer partners, Dos Equis.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yes,
That's fantastic news. All right, and there is a trick to salting a beer, especially bottled beer, dressing beers. Yes.
Yes, the proper way to do it.
Yes, if you go to most bars here in Texas, they're going to say, would you like it dressed or not? What that basically means is putting salt in the rim of the beer. Now, there's different methods. The one that we prefer and that we use is we like to, first of all, we clean the rim, make sure from sanitary purposes it's clean. Then we take the lime, take it all around, get it nice and sticky to make sure that the salt, the beer salt, in this case it's our lime Twang beer salt, we add it to the rim all the way around, and the reason why we do that is because at least that way every time you take a sip you're also tasting the salt. So again, this is our way, our preferred way. Everybody has a different method, but that's our preferred way of dressing a beer.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen anybody dress a beer bottle before.
Right, yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Yep.
Okay, so now,
so what is he doing over here?
So now, in this case, we're going to do what goes with Fiesta is a michelada, right?
Yes.
So we have 3 different flavors over here of a michelada mix. They're all natural. They're actually even vegan. In this case, we're going to do a pickle michelada with our pickle mix. And first, we're adding our pickle salt to the rim.
Okay.
Now we want to add some ice.
A goodly amount in there.
Yep, good amount. And then the open bottle there is our pickle mix.
Yeah,
want to shake it maybe if you can a little bit first?
Careful before I get it all over me.
Yeah.
And you're wearing white.
And how many? I know. And how many of these? About half and half.
It's really to taste. I would say right there is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top it off with.
And then you want to add your beer. In this case, Dos Equis, again the official beer of Fiesta. But wait, it's not over yet. If you want to mix that first with a little stir.
Okay.
And to make it very Fiesta-ish, we want to garnish it. The fun part of a michelada is garnishing it. In this case, it is a pickle michelada, so we've got
it's pickly, isn't
pickle
it?
salt, and we have jalapeno stuffed olives. But what makes it more Fiesta than chicken on a stick, right?
Oh,
so now you got a meal. You got a whole meal.
It's a meal in a glass. So, and also we were talking about this. These would be great. I mean, throw a little vodka in there and you've got a fantastic Bloody Mary.
These are absolutely great for Bloody Marys, which is vodka, Bloody Maria, which is tequila. We also do what we call a michelada, which is our non-alcoholic version for those who don't want to drink. And add a little Topo Chico with our mix and it's delicious.
All right, we're going to make another drink right now, right?
Right, we're making a margarita, but it's a beer margarita. In this case, again, we're going to rim the glass. In this case, it's with our spicy mango salt called Safari Spice. We're going to add the ice.
Okay.
And Twang salts, how did it get started and how long has it been around?
It's been around since 1986. Again, a local company. Now let me tell you what's going in here. We have 2 ounces tequila. We have an ounce of Controy, which is an orange liqueur, an ounce of lemon juice, and then we added some Zing Zang mango mix. We're going to mix that up. We're going to add a little bit of spice to it, some Cholula.
Okay.
How do I drink this?
Very carefully.
I think you eat it.
Very carefully. So we're adding some Cholula to taste. We want to mix it again. Okay. And now we're going to add the beer. And now we got a delicious spicy mango beer margarita.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And then I'm going to...
And you're going to be there at all the different events, right? The river parades.
Here we're adding a little bit of spiced mango with our chili lime. But yes, we're going to be at, first of all, Fiesta, the kickoff. We're partnering with Dos Equis. We'll be in their area. We'll have our booth there giving out samples. We're going to be at both parades. The Battle of the Flowers, Flambeau. We're doing other events via other partnerships with NIOSA. We're going to be at NIOSA, Pack Fest, Taste of North Side. We're going to have presence there. We're going to be giving out product as well.
All right.
And you can order online or at stores, right?
Yes, HEB and Specs. If you can't find it there, please go to our store at twang.com. We're actually doing a discount right now. It's Twang Fiesta is the code, and you save 20%. Starting on the 25th.
Official beer salt of Fiesta.
All right. For more information on Twang, just head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab where we provided a link, or just snap that QR code on your screen. Buñuelos are not just for the holidays, they are also a perfect treat for Fiesta.
And any day of the year, basically. And we have the owner and the world's greatest Buñuelo maker, Southtown Buñuelo's owner, Art Giron, is here to show us how to make this holiday treat for Fiesta, for the day after, for the second Tuesday of the week, whatever it is, right?
It doesn't matter, right?
No.
Well, first of all, you're setting me up to get into a fight. My mom's going to take partial to that because she's the Buñuelo queen.
Gotcha.
So
she's the greatest. You are on your way there.
I'm just trying not to mess up what she's already made.
Don't make mama mad.
And she taught you how to do these?
Yes, she did. We're coming out with our blooming Buñuelos because we're also going to be like at the King William Fair, and we're showing people that it has a little bit of a flair to it. It looks almost like a flower. So as we got our blooming from, we have them in either cinnamon sugar or also in powdered sugar as well.
Oh, wow. So how do we get started? How do you make it?
So the mold is the main thing. That's what we consider this. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to shake off as much oil as you can.
Okay.
Then you're going to dip it into the batter and try to go as far as you can without any of the batter overlapping the mold. You can go further. Okay. And then now right here. Okay. And right into the oil. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot of little pieces of batter come up. And just kind of just bob it through the oil a little bit without it coming out. And then you'll leave it there for maybe about 5-10 seconds, and then little by little you'll slowly shake it off of the mold. So you can just.
So unlike regular Buñuelos, these are a lot more labor intensive.
Yes, they are, just because they're a little bit more delicate because of to get the presentation of a flour. What's going to happen is they're going to be a two-part when it comes to the draining. So right now, what Fiona's going to do, she's going to flip over the Buñuelo, and she's going to let it cook in there for a little bit, and then once she's done, what she's going to do, she's going to tap as much oil as possible out, flip it onto the first cup so that it opens up. That's how you shape it. And then once it's going, it takes the shape, you're going to flip it over onto the opposite one so that the rest of the oil can drain out as well.
But that's what amazes me is that batter in there, and you think it is so delicate, yet you can take tongs and flip it around.
Yes. In here, it's a little bit more durable. Your job, on the other hand, it's a little bit more delicate, just because if you break it, we're right back to.
If I break it, I get a snack to eat right
exactly.
now. So, okay.
Okay. And so this typically for the holidays, but now perfect for a Fiesta treat, right?
Exactly. With the flower look, it gives it a little bit more of a flair. It fits the Fiesta look to it. Eventually, we are going to start doing the colors and stuff like that. COVID kind of put a little stop to some of the ingredients, but we love the way it looks, and we just want to be able to share with everyone.
It broke. Oh, darn. Well, anyway.
I knew it. It didn't break. You wanted to eat it.
Is it really a surprise to you?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So, all right. So Fiesta, but then also with Easter coming up in just a couple of weeks, you've got some Easter treats for that, right?
Yes, we have our little boxes that are going to have. We're going to have an Easter egg mold. So it's going to have miniature Easter eggs, Buñuelos, and there's going to be 6 to each box. And we're going to have them at several different boutiques around San Antonio, especially in the Southtown area. Everything from Inspiration for Life as well as Belle the Ball Boutique, and a couple of other in that strip as well.
Okay, so not just the Buñuelos, but also, and we have tried these before, these wonderful brownies that you have too.
Our brownies have become a hit with the public, so they're just basically on our menu all year round. And then so we're going to have them in a 4-piece. You can go around. You have either share them with 4 or 3 other friends, or you can have all 4 to yourself and not have to worry about sharing it all. But we're also going to have that. We came out also with our silpapilla cheesecake, as well as our peach cobbler for the summer.
All right, here we go. I'm going to take it. I'm taking it out, shaking some of the oil, okay? And now we're going to put it right here so that it can form. Whoop, stay. Good one.
Very good.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Okay.
And once again, where are you going to be during Fiesta?
We're going to be at the King William Fair April 9th.
Okay. So
we're going to be on the corner of Washington and Turner. We're going to do a co-op with my mom. She does halos and flower crowns and all that.
Your mom made these flower crowns and halos.
Exactly.
Really?
So hopefully right now she's kind of letting me use her Buñuelo crown just so she can do that for right now.
Well, I love this one that looks like little cascarones. You know, look at that right there. Very cool. Very cool. Okay.
Make sure you stop by, grab the Buñuelos, and order some as well. Order.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. For more information on Southtown Buñuelos, just head to SALive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab, where we've provided a link, or just snap that QR code on your screen. Still ahead on the show, get your digs all gussied up for Fiesta. Jen takes us out to Amels, a Fiesta staple.
And we're on the Riverwalk with Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casino Hotel, the sponsor of tonight's Texas Cavaliers River Parade, to learn all about the fun going on in Eagle Pass and at their Fiesta booths here in San Antonio. Keep it here on SA Live.